YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Rob with Spray or Splash Fragrance Reviews. I've got a fragrance that is a certified banger. Stay tuned. All right, from the house of Tiziana Terenzi, it's Spirito Florentino. This is a 2019 release, and this fragrance is amazing. Now, this is not going to be a fragrance that's going to appeal to the fragrance aficionado. And what I mean is, this is not a fragrance that is super complex. It takes you on this big time journey. It's got all of this nuance. This is not really that fragrance. This is the fragrance you wear when you're trying to make a big time impression. You want a showstopper, something that's going to turn heads. That's what this fragrance is, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think sometimes people get caught up into, the complexities of the fragrance and the nuance and, all of the different changes, and that's what makes a great fragrance. But there's, every fragrance can have a place. And in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with having a fragrance that is a showstopper. This is a showstopper. Now, keeping it 100, this fragrance smells a whole lot like Fragcom Darling Baccarat Rouge 540 by MFK. It smells a whole lot like it, but where this one differs is that it's got this added leather accord that makes it a whole lot more masculine, and one that I would say if a guy had to make a choice, I would say pick this one versus picking 540. To me, the leather accord takes it up and beyond, and takes it to another level, honestly. Now, this fragrance is classified as a floral woody musk, and the notes are listed as such: saffron, orange, jasmine, lily, ambergris, lily of the valley, ylang ylang, magnolia, leather, birch, precious woods, oak moss, sandalwood, musk. Performance on this fragrance is beast mode, straight up and down. I mentioned that it doesn't have a lot of nuance, and I stick to that. This is not a fragrance that has a whole lot of nuance. However, when you first smell it, you get that classic kind of sugary sweet Baccarat Rouge 540 essence with the leather accord. And then you get a little bit of florals, and as it gets closer to the dry down, it kind of becomes a little bit more woody, but there's not this huge transition. All right, that's kind of what I get with the fragrance. This fragrance is the equivalent of a guy walking into a room with a piece of eye candy on his arm. Now, I don't want to come off chauvinistic, but I mean, a woman that's a showstopper, that's a head turner, that makes every guy in the place stand up and notice her beauty. That's what this fragrance is. You put this fragrance on, as a man, when you are really trying to make an impression, straight up and down. This fragrance will make an impression. It's going to turn heads. People are going to wonder, what are you wearing? It's that type of fragrance. Simple as that. I'm not going to say it's got all this depth or anything like that. It's just going to make this big time impression. So if you got on your best gear and you're going out and you're dressed to impress and you want to make that great impression, this is a fragrance to do so. Now, here's where, I think actually this is a good thing. This is a niche fragrance. It's a niche house, and it can be had at fragrancebuy.ca for about like $156, $157, discounted. And that's a 3.4. It's a really beautiful bottle. Bottle is a showstopper. The top is showstopper. You take this off, this thing is really heavy. You could really hurt somebody if you whip this at them. But this is just great presentation. The juice is beast mode. There's no negative. The only negative is it's kind of a common scent, so to speak, in the sense that Baccarat Rouge 540 is really popular, but that leather accord takes it to the next level, in my opinion. So, hey, this is just my short and sweet review of Spirito Florentino. I think it's a great release. If you need that one in your chamber that is a showstopper that you can pull out, which I think everybody needs, one or two fragrances like that in their arsenal, check this one out, all right? Hey, thank you again for checking out my channel and coming to check out the videos. I thank you so much for your support. If you've never subscribed to the channel, I would ask that you would. Again, as always, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.